Good morning, how are we doing? Okay, as you can see, some new overlays, guys. I said they were coming. Some brand new emotes too. Right, let's get on with it. So we're on the community farm. Where's my camera gone? Really? Okay. That was working. That was working good the other day when I checked it. With the line caller. Did I put this the wrong way round? Is that what's the matter with it? No. What's the matter with it? Let's check that. There I am. Hello, I'm back. Stupid thing. Oh, crap. There we go. Right. Keep shifting, keep shifting, keep shifting. I want to keep an eye on it. Bless me. Come on, keep going. Okay. Oh, hang on. No, 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 no. Go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Because if I got it on like that, and I drive off of it, it'd automatically jump the next lane. Just reactivate there. Cool. Right. Anyway, good morning, guys. Good morning. How are we doing? We're on the Community Farm OldTimers ×4 USA. And yeah, gonna boss out some contracts, see what we got to do on with our jobs, and yeah, just have a little fun. So as you saw from the start of the show, guys, there was some new overlays, so we'll take you through them in a second. We'll get a couple of lines done. Morning, Dark Star, how you doing, dude? I can see you there. Isn't really any chat yet. I should have said nothing. He's lurking, he's gherkin. So we're using another background instead of the funhouse background because somebody said it was a bit freaky deaky. But we're still calling our little my side, my little slice of the community, the funhouse. So we'll get up the top here. We'll swing around, and then we shall show you all of the overlays. And we should let you know where we got them from too, in case you like them. Yeah, you can go and ask the man what he charges. So we'll make the turn and we'll show you the overlays. They are very, very good. I like them a lot. I'm a lot. Okay, guys, so there's an outbreak coming in about 2.5 minutes. It's only 30 seconds long, but got to be done. I get that bit there? No, hold on. Hold the line caller. I wonder if I could lock the turn and get that bit. Yeah, should be able to. Yes. You never know, we may have to harvest the field again, and that little bit might cost us score. You know, and why have we not got... There we go. So, show you the new skins, guys, that we've got, or scenes, should I say. So, starting screen. So, a bit of a disco-y vibe, celebration, kind of party vibe going on there. We are at back screen. Kind of the same thing. Clip screen as always to keep you guys interested. The space on the right there is chat, so you can see what everybody else is putting instead of looking at chat itself. And end, which is basically the same as start, except stream ending. All done, but like it says, powered by Dark Star Simulation Designs, and I am very grateful for the man for giving up his time to sort all them out. I have to do some bits to my transition, so as you can see, they're cutting over a bit too quick. I think the delay's a bit quick. We should get it sorted, don't worry about it. So aim of the day today is to do a bit of farming, and then hopefully if there's a space for me, go straight on the radio, get my 2 hours in. That's the plan for the day. If you're wondering what radio, guys, Simulator Radio, of course. The only radio station to be listened to while you're playing games. Good morning, bud. Hope you're well. Unfortunately, only a quick visit. How's the overlays? They look good, mate. Question, Darkstar. Did you see my message back to you? Just say yes or no. If it's a yes, I'll send them after stream. I think one of them's Proteus. It's like 20 quid game. Guys, I did get a small payout from Twitch this month because the overlays have changed. I had to change all my emotes and stuff. So I used the money for that this month. But hopefully you guys will give enough so that I can do a giveaway next month. Just seen it. Let me have a think about it. Yeah, no worries, dude. If not, I'll just do a silly giveaway for him. Like I say, I think one's Proteus. I forget what the other one is. But they total about £35, I think, the 2 games. Still don't know what's wrong with my gear shifter in Eurotruck or Eurotruck ATS. Like, same issue as yesterday, works all the way up until I get into the truck. As soon as I'm in the truck, I can't select the gear. So I did go for a little drive last night on ATS and had to put it in automatic mode. Which, yeah, you know, a little bit boring. To me, because I'm so used to manual gearing, I lose a little bit of feeling in, especially the slowing down of the truck. I find myself in automatic mode looking very much at the speedo. So yeah, yesterday we did play a little bit of SnowRunner. Managed to save that truck that we ran out of fuel with. Managed to get a couple of roads unblocked. The next thing on SnowRunner is to unblock those 2 roads that I found, which requires, I think it was bars and can I change your cam overlay? And if you want to mess about with it, bud, mess about with it, you know. It's like I said, because you did the design of all of it, you know, if you feel that something's off, then, you know, feel the need to change it. I mean, it is slightly, the name is slightly like too bright and bouncy. It's, to me, it looks like the name's trying to pulsate. You know what I mean? But yeah, go for it, mate. Quite welcome to. But yeah, big thank you guys this morning to Darkstar Simulation, who's done my scene overlays. So the camera overlay, my starting screen overlay, be right back overlay, my stream ending overlay. Fucking big fucking. I did put a neon flicker on it, but I can take it off. Or slow it down. See if that works, mate. Just slow it right down. So it's sort of, you know what I mean? A gradual up and down. You know, but I think the thing is with it, it's trying to go bump, 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 and it can't keep up. So guys, yes, we are on the community farm, which is OldTimers, 4 times USA, it's PC only, and anybody is quite welcome to join. Just follow the link to the SOAG Discord. So it's the Son of a Glitch Gamers Discord. Make sure you read the rules and stuff. Scroll down to the farming section, going to the farming chat, and go, could I join OldTimers UK, OldTimers USA? Because there is other farms available. For instance, there's a farm that is being done by Dazzle's Rush, and there's another farm that is being done by Brack682. So yeah, make sure you say which one you would like to join, and if you're not sure, just ask for them all, and then it'd be up to you to keep your mods separately for each farm. I use FS22 mod switcher, which is a free bit of kit. You just have to make sure that when you get the program to see each folder, you name it exactly what you want, and then you go through the mod switcher and grab that file, grab that whole folder, and then it just uses them mods. But while using it, if you're not never used it before, just be careful which one you've got active to which farm you want to go into. One of the mistakes I've made is that I've been in one farm and I've gone to one of the other farms, and the mods are slightly different. Maybe one or two mods are different, and you end up downloading them as well into that folder. So you end up with a mishmash of mods for all the farms that you take part in. So 34, guys. So this is the field that I did onions in. When was it? Yesterday morning? Yeah, yesterday morning. After my... No, it wasn't yesterday morning. Day before that. I spent 6 hours in this field doing onions. But luckily this cultivator allows me to do 3 mile an hour more, and it's 3 times wider. So shouldn't take me any more than an hour to do this. And with the old VCA GPS, I can just chill out and talk to you guys. Very good morning to anybody in chat. Don't know why cam's up on there. It's just, you just need to rectify something. There we go. Okay, let's have a go on my vending machine. Very apt to kill some crops. So guys, if you've come into me and you subscribe to me, you'll notice that your subscription mods, your subscription emotes have changed. Basically everything is going to sort of party stuff. So you're still going to have your bit emojis as hearts, because they're kind of partyish anyway. The sub emojis have now gone to mugs of beer, colored mugs of beer. And some of the all the emojis that you can use in chat have all changed also. In fact, I like the look of them, but I haven't seen what they're like yet. And to be honest, yeah, my sub hype button, I'm gonna have to change it because yeah, the emojis have changed, and it ain't gonna work. So guys, the two chat messages. The first one, we'll go through them in order. The first one is about Simulator Radio. That I am a partner streamer and presenter, and whenever there's a live DJ, he gives up his time for absolutely free. So if you wouldn't mind and you have a free couple of pennies, popping along to the webpage there, web link is in the chat. Clicking that download button or click on that Patreon button and just give what you can. All donations go towards the bills of a live radio station. They look cool. They do look cool. And the second one is the one that says, I am a partner streamer with Icon City. And you can get 10% off with any of your Stream Deck, Loop Deck purchases with my code MAD, that's MAD, at checkout. So you'll be mad not to. And the link to Icon City. And if you're wondering, I am using the gold pack from Icon City to mainly do my functions for my farming equipment, even though I do have the heavy equipment controller, the Steric heavy equipment controller. I do have that as well, but I do have the gold pack of icons, which is basically turns your Stream Deck into a button box. And if I could find most of the, once you get used to it, you can basically know where all your buttons are for different equipment, and you know, you could use your equipment exactly how you want it. And yeah, it's all good fun. Make it easy on yourself with the buttons from Icon City. So what I'm doing now, guys, is I'm just about to go into my channel page and press some buttons just to show you what emotes there are now. So here's all my emotes. So let's go. Dun 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 dun. So that should be one of each. There you go. How would I get them? So the character is the Neon DJ. That's what it's called. The Neon DJ is the character in the emoji. And when I do, if I do get to the sub point barrier, that I can have some more emotes. There is some more that I can have. I did buy some quite large packs of mods. I think there was 20 moving ones, which also double up as static. 50 of the word ones. Yeah. I have kept one of the beer mug subscription ones for the 5th year emote, which I think is the last one for the sub one. I think the only person that's even anywhere near that is Squealer anyway. But yeah, big changes are afoot. Well, changes are done. The only thing I need to change, guys, is the pop-up thing that will happen if somebody does follow or sub or whatever. There's like a little bar that comes up in the middle of the screen, the alert box. Just need to change that next time, and that's... I've got my eye on something. But I really don't know how to fuck about with that. I wouldn't know if the first inkling, because obviously it all comes down as one thing. Also, that part is that part of it. The alerts on screen, the alert box is the only thing still being controlled by Streamlabs, and my donos. So we're just going to chill this morning on the farm. Bit of cultivating. So we got 2 fields to cultivate, this one and field 30. I'm not sure how big 30 is. Let's have a quick look while we're doing that. Well, that's a harvest of potatoes that I started. That's, well, somebody else activated it. I started it, which is on this field here. Field 30 is above us, so what I might do is come to this bit here, this corner here, this straight bit, do one up, do the little shitty bit there, do the shitty bit there, and then I can come back down to go up and down again. In comparison, this field's longer, but that field's wider. Should take about the same amount of time. So we've got 3 fields that are harvested that I think we're trying to figure out what to put in them. Unless, oh, they're grass fields. Okay. Have they been fertilized? I don't know. So the latest job list that we have is just contracts. That was 2 days ago. Okay. So I don't know whether these 3 have got to be fertilized. So yeah. So if we finish this one and 30, we'll refresh the contracts. Because if I don't have to, I'm not doing that potato one today. I've used the harvester a little bit to do some stuff. I think the trailer that's up there is already full. What I could do actually is take one of our trailers up there and use that. That would give us extra capacity, I think. And then we may be able to get the rest of the field in on one go. Maybe take the truck and trailer up there. But if I can get you can get the spout over the truck trailer. That would certainly be able to take the whole field. Still haven't put an icon button on there, have I? So which one should I use for my sub height? Obviously sub height. Dude with the heart and height, maybe. And then I just need to figure out how to add that chat message to Lumiere. So when somebody does sub, it happens automatically. That sub hype just goes in chat. I mean, it should be pretty easy. It's only a chatbot message with the, I imagine, the emoji names. Oh, bless me. Hope I'm not coming down with something. I'm due to go back to work Sunday. Well, I haven't told him yet. Yeah. So we're using the big case quad track, simply because with such a big implement, it does give a better turning radius. So we don't have to wait until it goes miles off the field before we can make a sensible turn with it. And we can give you some lovely camera angles. All the stones on it. Glad we don't own this field. Look at all the stones on it. Like I said, the other day we did spend 6 hours on this field, harvesting it. But that was with a harvester that did 10, 12 mile an hour. And was 3 times as short on the harvesting width. So we're cultivating 3 times more at once and going slightly faster. So I imagine this should take us about an hour. This field, and then we'll go up and do field 30. I mean, it's not terribly interesting this morning, but it is a bit of a chill session, and yeah, it was just to show people the new emotes, the new scenes, and yeah, get used to the new vibe that's going on. Wish there's some real information, but obviously you can't have everything at once, I suppose. You know, you can't have your cake and eat it. I think in this box here, although it does fold up into a seat, so the back of it where the drinks is folds up into that's kind of a side seat. Yeah, underneath I think is a fridge. Very clean in here in a minute. Another drinks holder back there by the looks of it. I mean, to be honest, the person cultivating this wouldn't be looking at that corner, be looking at this, making sure he's getting it. But once you come into sophisticated machinery like this one, obviously you'll have your GPS stuff on the roof. You'll have your field already mapped out, and then it's all a case of telling the computer how wide your tool is and let it map a route. Done. And you just make sure nothing's going wrong, and that's all you're in the cab to do. You know, just make sure nothing's going wrong, and you know, let the computer sort it out. Oh, baby. One thing we do like with this map, guys, is the fact that it has farming traffic on it. So you'll see the odd JCB going by, pickup trucks, tractors with windrows and tethers on the back of them, and it's good stuff. I mean, they're driving at about 50 mile an hour at all times, which is, yeah, maybe a little bit too quick, but, you know, this is farm traffic. We're already over 3/4 or a third of the way. Nearly halfway already. I know the stream's been going for about an hour, or about 40 minutes, but we've only been harvesting or cultivating for about, well, what we go 43 minutes to stream ago, and we've been cultivating for about 40 of those. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit more than an hour, maybe 2 hours. But we'll get her done. I mean, what we might do is we might swap to that potato harvesting contract after this and just leave this equipment up at the next cultivating field. I mean, to be honest, I think if you went round that other field that we've got, that's got that weird edge to it on one side, I think if you did 2 headers to it anyway, I think that this thing would be able to turn it. You know, because what's this header? About 12 meters? I think it's about 12 meters. Something like that. You know, 2 times 12 meters, 24 meters. So that's enough for a turn. I mean, what I could have done was put an AI worker in this and gone and did the potatoes. What is the price of this thing? So I'm doing 34, so 70 grand. So possibly the AI would have cost me 5 grand. It's about 2%, I think, the AI costs you driving. In fact, if we get bored with this, that's an option that we can do, is turn the GPS off, or the VCA off, and go and do the potato contract if we get bored. It's always an option. I know the first thing I have to do when I go over there is empty the tractor and trailer that's there currently, because I know it's full. How do I know it's full? Because I filled it. Don't think I've heard this song before. Take that. Bit disappointed. That concert, was it 6 months back now? Little disappointed. They sort of like gave an inkling that maybe the 5 of them would be singing again, but it turned out to be 3 and a stand-in. I say stand-in for a mate who's also a singer. At the King's Coronation party, I think it was, and they did that thing. They sort of made a little thing that everyone thought Robbie would be back, and they might be back as a 5, but yeah, no. I was kind of hoping they'd be back as a 5 for that. It would have been brilliant. Would have been awesome if they, you know, even if the other 2 only featured is in one song, just would have been awesome. I mean, I was never a big fan of Take That anyway. I did like some of their music. I mean, their first song, which was that really quick one, House of Love, House of whatever it was. That's a great song. Great start, pop, get everyone into their vibe sort of thing. The Land Dogger with 2 L's. Must be Welsh. So we're over halfway. I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll finish off this field. We'll start the other field, but we won't start it. What we'll do is we'll start the bot off, driving it. And we'll go do that potato contract. We'll do as much as we can do. The harvester is a large bit of kit for that that potato contract, and it only collects 2, possibly 3 lanes every pass. So it's luckily it's not a very wide field. Is my thingy working? Are you working today? You are working. Good. Very nice of you, Gordon. Thank you very much. So, to guys, don't forget you can do that with your channel points, bitty redeems. Yeah. And obviously, the higher price they are, the more they either scare me, make me jump, or block the screen. But maybe something wanna have the brain. No. Downtown man. That's what I am. For her thing and makes up her mind. She'll say I'm not so tough just because I'm in love. She's got a choice. And you know I'm in love. In fact, let's go do these potatoes. So deactivate that. Go to that menu. No, that menu, and do that. Right. Let's go to. Where are we? I mean, it's not quite full yet, but there's enough in there to fill it. So let's quickly jump out of that and jump in here. Okay, got to start the engine first, which means going into that one. Right, on my way back, I might just ditch this trailer off and go get one of ours. Bro, good morning. How we doing? Thank you for the scout and dance. That's 100%. Let's go ditch this off. I'm good. How are you? And I've got no center and spring, so I'm going to have to do this. Still no luck with my gear shifter in ATS or ETS. For some reason, I get everything's fine up until I jump in the truck. And then it's foobar again. I'm good. New background. Yes. New everything. So the guy had designing my overlays came through, and yeah, we got some new overlays. New start screen. Let's show you. In fact, so new start screen. The end screen is the same, except it says stream ending, and new BR back screen. So new emotes to go with it. Yeah, and it's all done by not my emotes, but everything else, all the scenes and stuff have been done by a guy that's in our community, in the Son of a Glitch community. So guys, I'm going to sack this tractor off in a second. It's one that one that was borrowed for the contract, and I'm going to go grab our truck, just because we might be able to get the whole thing done and in the truck before delivery. So yeah, the scenes and stuff are all done by a guy in our community, Dark Star Simulation Designs, or just Dark Star Simulation. Big shout out to him this morning for doing it and getting them completed, because it's been a lot of work for him. Because yeah, what I wanted was a bit sort of out there, but kind of, yeah, celebratory kind of shit. And like I say, my emotes that goes in the chat have all changed as well, or most of them. And yeah, he didn't do them. I had to go somewhere else for them and pay somebody. It helped you learn your new program, so you was all up for it. Yeah, yeah. But guys, although you know he does do an IRO job, but if you want some done, he would be up for it. You just have to give me a bit of time and arrange any kind of payment with him that he wants. I mean, I guarantee you won't be as much as some of the guys charge on, say, Fiverr. Some of them are astronomical pricings. I mean, I did look. One guy wanted to do what he's just done for me. One guy wanted about £65. I was like, no, you probably knock it up in 5 minutes, mate. Alright, let's go ditch this to one side. And we'll go grab our truck. Because that'll be a lot faster. Let's turn that off, because obviously we get a rebate for stuff we don't use. Is that the truck there? Yeah, I think it is. Yes. Right. The doors in front of us are automatic. Uh-oh. I think... Oh. I thought my computer was about to restart then. Morning, Jinx, and fuck you, dude. Oop. Alright, let's... Don't know why that suddenly went to that page. Looks like my router was about to restart. Which, to be honest, we've been having a little bit of trouble with our router ever since I upgraded our package for the next 18 months. Yeah, I'm not sure it has fully had all the updates for everything, but we shall try and muddle through. So where are we going with this? Field 18, wasn't it? I know it's right beside the river here. So I think we're on the right road. But this should be able to hold virtually the whole field. I think. Here we are, field 19. I think this is it. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is. Alright, we should just stick it right in the middle there. Twitch just announced we're on subs are going from $3.99 to $4.99 a month. Yes, I saw the thing yesterday, and their excuse for it going up is bullshit. I watched the live thing of the guy trying to explain why they were going up, and he reckons that part of it will stop. Part of it will stop the bot attacks by putting it up, because obviously everyone will have to put their prices up. So he thinks that was going to help. I don't think it will help fuck all. I mean, you can buy 100 bots for like £7, so you know, follow bots for about £7. So how's it going to help? Oh, there's potatoes all the way down there on that. What it's going to do... Yeah, and he also said it's going to give streamers what they want, apparently, which is more emotes. Okay, so you're going to charge our people watching so they can have more emotes to use. Yeah, great. They're really going to enjoy that. Like I say, his excuse was bullshit. there. I mean, I wasn't. There was a lot of people in chat moaning about what he was trying to say. I don't think he was the best person to give the interview or to answer the questions in the interview. To be fair. I just hope the pipe thing can fit over the side of the truck, because we're gonna have a go at it on the way back. We're gonna try and get these little ruts that I got potatoes in on the way to the truck. I mean, because Twitch has already advertised that they are no longer going to be rendering our output streams. So our own computers for the streamers are going to be doing that, which, you know, is going to put more pressure on home computers for streaming. That's that little bit done. Another little bit there. Gonna have to move the truck because there's a line here. Right, I'm not quite getting. Keep forgetting that this one's got a work camera, so it automatically puts you backwards or forwards. Right. Let's see if we can get this in. Oh, come on, I shouldn't have even touched it. Come on. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yep. Oh, we're going in. I don't know why the fuck I'm moving forward. Anyway, we're empty. All I wanted. Right, let's go up and get this other row here. Pipe down. Did we get it all? I think we did. I think we did. We'll have to see when we come back down. Yeah, it only affects tier 1 subs, and it's not gonna. Apparently, it's not gonna affect straight away either. So in the next month or so, the streamers should get emails saying that the subs are going up, and then it won't take place until June. I think they said June or July. So yeah, price increase announced, but it's not, like I say. They say it's not going to take it until June before it actually happens. What I think it's doing is they're pushing people towards turbo. So if you've not heard of turbo, what that is a universal sub to everybody. So if you sub to more than if you sub to more than 3 people, turbo is the way to go. I'm not sure how much I don't know, say if you came in and watched, I'm one of 3 or 4 streamers that you watch. I'm not sure how much I get of that. Because obviously at the moment, if you sub at the moment, I get half. If you give bitties, apparently I get it all. To be honest, I haven't read it. But if you give bitties, I get it all. If you give a dono, obviously it goes to my PayPal, and I lose 10% of it. But the money from Twitch goes to my PayPal anyway, and I lose 10% anyway. So, but I've said this for a while. If you want the streamer to have almost 100% of the money you're going to give, donate it. I know it's fun doing the bits and stuff, and that's why we've got them in there too. So you know, you can mess us up with the bit gifts and shit, but you know, if you want, in my eyes, if you want the streamer to have all the money that you're about to give, donate it to them. Hit the donate button, give it to them that way. Yes, you don't get the benefit of bits. You don't get the benefit of not having the ads, so you have to put up with them. But I'm gonna have to read the TCs again because about what the splits are, and especially with the turbo one, because I'm not sure how that works. It's not my equipment, so I don't give a shit about it, as long as it does the freaking harvest. I think it's just about there. I have to be just off. Yeah, that's a good line. I mean, you can do 3 lines, but I try and only get to do 2 if I can. Well, I'm a bit, should be a bit left here. Should give me the big harvester to do this one. I'd have this done by now. Yeah, the big harvester that they got probably for this probably does 16 mile an hour or 12 mile an hour. 5-row header. Harvesting header, so I have to clear 5 rows at a time. And for width wise, as you can see, this field's not very wide, but it's going to take a bit of time to clear this field with a 2-bit header. I mean, at the moment we seem to be going through a in terms of our equipment and stuff, getting equipment that we need for our own harvests, which is fair. Although we haven't got a anything to do potatoes or turnips or parsnips with or whatever. I think I got one of the harvesters yet. We seem to be kind of focused on doing tobacco because it's a big money earner. I mean, you're using, like, say on a field like this, you're using maybe 1,000 liters of, I don't know, maybe 1,000 liters of seed. So what's that, $1,000 or whatever you want to call it in game. And when you harvest, you're making £2,000 or whatever you want to call it, money, your monetary value. Whoop. Per 1,000 liters, 2,000 per 1,000 liters, and you might get, I don't know, a couple of 100,000 liters out of a field. I mean, not this small field, but the ones we've been getting are like million-liter fields sort of thing. So, mega profit. Kind of hoping that AI worker would be done by now. But like I say though, guys, our truck should be able to get all this in. Ooh, we could use the VCA with this, but I don't like how it does it. Especially don't like how it turns. Ooh, if I missed a bit there. I think I might have missed a bit there. Oh, and I've gone left a bit too much. Well, I was wandering over it. Right. So let's line up, put the VCA on, and show you. It's a little weird to use because half of the lane that it shows you is for your tractor. So let's line her up. And we'll turn it on. So just there. So VCA active. Detect width. Come back out. Okay, so if you look at the blue lines, if I do it backwards and forwards, that'll do. So as you can see, half of the line is where my inside wheels are going to be to the harvesting, and the other half is for the harvest. Sometimes it misses some, sometimes it don't. I do need to collect that on the way through. It should do it. Yes, it is. It's doing it. Oh, we're 100%. Just go back a bit. Yeah, I think there's potatoes in there. Anyway. We won't need them to finish the contract off, so I'm not too fussed about them. Right, okay. BCA on. So I'm gonna have to come back a bit. Pipe down. Oh, was I 100% that long? I think I might miss some there. Yeah, definitely have. But I'm just trying to hold a straight line so I can go back and get them. That should be enough. Might clip that though. I'm gonna have to move it. There you go, that should do you. Right, where we go then? Will I get that little line there? Gonna have to see. Just leave it as it is, and then if we don't get it, we're gonna have to reverse back on it. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got it. Good. Put that on automatic a minute, and let's see what this dude's doing. I'm guessing he's got like 3 lines to go. And then we'll have to move him up to that other field. Bless me. GG's me. Oh. Full lock, rubbing the back wheels on the trailer. Next lane, this lane here. That lane there. What is that? Just behind the truck, there's like a green line. We'll have a proper look in a minute. See if there's potatoes in it. I think there is. Right there. Right where that groove is. Just here. Can't see any. Normally there's like stalks poking up if there's potatoes left over. The only thing you can't do with this, what I've realised is you cannot you can't just let it drive itself, and so you can wrap pickup. So say if you had a harvester which you could keep moving and pick up, VCA will not allow you to change to another vehicle while it keeps driving it. This field's going to take ages. We might just be able to get to the end of the row before this thing needs to be emptied. Oh. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay. That seems to be far enough, I think. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Okay. Good way to enter that. Right, I need to go for a quick bio break, guys. So we're going to go watch the AI for a bit. And then I'm going to switch fields with him when I get back. I did start doing that field. I did half the field myself. Okay, that's done. That'll do. Right, just going to switch this tractor off for a minute. And we're going to go sit in the other one. Right, I'm going to go for a quick bio break, guys. I shall be right back. Don't nobody go nowhere. Okay, I'm back. Okay, that's that one done. Oh, camera. Up to 30 now. And we'll do a bit more cultivating. Try and make it interesting for you guys. So it's that one done. Bing. Oh, hello. Sewing on that same one. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that one. So there's a nice sewing contract now, which can be done very easily with VCA. Probably take about an hour to sew. A lot of stones on this field, though. So yield ain't going to be that brilliant. I thought field 30 was straight up from where we were. So where are we heading? We're heading to... So we're going to come out onto this road here. We need to take a right, then a left, and we should get to it. This will do. This hole here. Hopefully we can get out before that car comes. Yeah. It's good to do this, you know. Especially if you've got big fields. You know, and you're trying to stream it as well. You know, do a bit of one, take a break by doing the other field. Or vice versa. I mean, I know we put an AI on that last bit of that field just to get her done. We're not going to on this one. What we're going to do is do like 20 minutes on one field, stop, 20 minutes on the other field. You just try and make it as interesting as possible for two little boring jobs. I say boring, it's... With VCA, I could do it all day and just chill out and listen to music and, you know... But it probably wouldn't come out very good on stream. My life. So guys, I did post while I was in the loo all my new emotes. I say new emotes, there's a few old ones there, but yeah, there's a load of new ones to go along with the new scenes, which I shall pop back round and let you see them all in a sec. But right now we are on the Community Farm of OldTimers 4x USA. And if you want to get involved in that, pop along to the Discord, guys, discord.gg /SOAG, SOAG. Go down to the farming section and ask for permissions. There is 3 community farms, so if you can remember the name of which one you want to join, this all well and good and groovy. So you have a choice of this one, OldTimers USA. You have a choice of Elm Creek by Stevie, or the one Dazzle's on, and I forget which one that is. It was Yukon, but with the malfunction of some mods, I forget which one he's on now. So what I think we'll do with this field when we get up here is we'll start this side, which is the straight edge, and there should be enough turning high and low on it. And then when we get to the squiffy bit, what we're going to have to do is do a header or a couple of headers on it, and then we can go back using the VCA on it. Like I say, we'll do about half hour up here. We'll go back go back down, do some half hour potatoes, and we'll sort of do it like that. And then hopefully you guys won't get too bored with watching just cultivating or just harvesting or whatever. I think it's this next field coming up. Yes, it is. So there's an entrance into the field just after this road, according to the map. Yes, there is. Okay, let's get back onto that one. GPS active. Go onto that. No offset of the toe. In fact, I do need to do that. There's still no offset of the toe. Good. I do need to bank that to the left a bit though. That's more like it. And down we go. Let's do it. So this has got that weird shape over there. As you can see, you can just see the tree line on the other edge of the field, and the trees come to us and then go away. That's what I meant by when we get over there. We may have to do some headers or maybe just complete that top bit. We'll see how it goes when we get over there. Like I say, we'll do half hour of this field now, say to quarter to 10, and then we'll do half hour of the other field and come back. Depending who comes on. I mean, if Average or Handy comes on in the meantime, they might take over that potato harvest, and we'll just complete this one. But what should happen is we should get, after we cultivate this, we should get a planting contract for this field. Same as what we did on 34. That's now come up as a very nice planting contract. I mean, I don't know what the seed is going to cost us for that, but yeah, very nice indeed. I mean, very nice indeed. Just quickly try and show you, 97,000 to plant on that field. I mean, it would take a good hour, but yeah, worth doing. So this field not as long as the last one, so yeah, turns will be a lot faster. Be interested to know how much I get done in half an hour. If we get close to midway point, we just will carry on and get the code contract in, because that potato harvest, that's because it only does like 2 or 3 lanes a time. It's a little bit fiddly, I think anyway. I mean, some people might enjoy it, but it's a little bit fiddly. Like I say, I've missed that. I've corrected a couple of tiny little rows which it missed, or I missed. There's still a tiny little bit there which I need to go back over and just grab the potatoes that have probably been squashed into the hole. I do still need to put a Icon City button on my Stream Deck though. Might just do that in a minute. It's nothing fantastic, guys. The way you do it, I might show you that on stream. It's very, very easy. It's just a chatbot message to get the bot to react to, and put the message up. The same as this message here that gives you my YouTube link, because any of my VODs that reach over 100 views get posted over there. Obviously, I make sure that none of the audio has been deleted, because there was a couple of VODs recently where I had an update for some software, and it changed a load of settings on a little piece of software, and I was still getting muted areas of VOD. So the last VOD didn't have any of that, so yeah, it's over there. So the plan is to maybe come off slightly early and get on simulator radio. I don't know yet. I don't know who's on. I mean, I can check, but... Ooh, no, don't want to do that. Timetable today at the moment is just the same at 7 o'clock. So yeah, we're going to aim to get on simulator radio right after stream. So we might miss out like 10 minutes out of the first hour, but we'll probably do about 3 hours or 2 and a bit hours. But it on my profile it come up as 3 hours. So another change that happened, if you haven't realized, is if you sub to the channel, your sub badges have changed to kind of pint glasses. Yeah, different color pint glasses. The bit emotes for how much you've given to the channel haven't changed. They're still love arts because, yeah, well, I didn't see the need to change them, to be honest, because I love you all for gifting what you do. We're getting through a lot here. You are getting through a lot. But then again, we did say we might get through a lot more here because we're not doing so you know, the length of the last field. So we might just finish this contract, guys. We shall have to see. Like I say, that potato contract, that wasn't activated by me. I just went over and started it off and quickly realized that the tractor and trailer that was being used, you know, only didn't take very much, so I chucked our truck over there, and hopefully we can get everything in that truck. So that we can whoever does it now can just concentrate on the harvesting, and then just move the truck over, empty out, keep going. Seems sense to me. Doesn't always seem sense to me, but yeah. That did. And we brought the quad track out, guys. It's not the fastest of our tractors, but to do this job, it is probably one of the better turning tractors with the cultivator that we got. I mean, I don't have to come very far off the field to be able to make the turn for it to straighten up, like you see, and straight back onto the line again. And with VCA, I don't even have to touch the pedals. I don't have to touch the steering wheel. I can move the views around as much as I want. I'll let you see it. All that goodness. Do it from whatever angle you want to see it from. And all I have to do is watch for the end of the row and tell VCA to make the turn. It's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. This is my... Whoop. Oh, I nearly pushed the button then. This is my preferred view if I'm driving it. I like to be like kind of 45 degrees above the tractor and back far enough so I can see the work tool I'm using. There's some really big fields where you use a seed tanker and then add on to the back of that the planter. You end up kind of back here somewhere, you know, so you can get it all in, and that can be a bit of a pain. I mean, for us guys from the UK, this is a typical US map with a lot of straight roads, but it does have a lot of undulations. I mean, I was doing... What field was I doing yesterday? I was doing this one yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday, harvesting it, and yeah, is it this end? This bit of the field, sort of here, goes basically like this. And there's a bit this end of the field. I think it's this corner. You go towards the corner, it's just fucking uphill. It's, you know, the undulations of some of the fields are a big style unreal. Yeah, the undulations of some of the fields are massive. I mean, this is our farm here. I think there's not just a chicken pasture. I think we got ducks there as well. Cow barn, sheep, couple of harvesters, lots of tractors. I mean, basically, I think we've almost got a tractor for the 8 spaces that there is on this server. So, you know, there's nobody moaning that they can't do nothing or whatever, and not use our equipment. And as you can see, guys, the server runs very, very smoothly. The only, like, blips there may be, if you have good connection to it, is when it saves to the server. It saves when the game does the save and uploads it to the server. That's the only... You might get a blip. And those blips may become more frequent if the server's been running a long time without a refresh. But other than that, it runs fantastic. And powered by G-Portal, which the average Viking takes care of. Not sure how he's feeling this morning. Like I say, we may be raiding into him at 11. but hopefully he's okay. I don't know what he's playing yet. He was talking about maybe doing a bit of Out of Ore, a bit of Diggy Diggy. But if he's not feeling up to single playing Out of Ore, he'll be back on the farm again with Mr. Handy. So we'll look forward to whatever he's going to be playing this morning. Like I say, I'm going to at 11 or just before disappear and do my bit on the radio. Hopefully, if nobody nicks, I say nicks my space, but it's not my space, is it? It's anyone's space until I put my name to it. Yeah, I think we'll stay on this contract to the end. What have we done to it? 10 minutes so far, and we're already possibly a third of the way across. 15 minutes maybe. Probably a third of the way across. So we'll keep going to the end of this one. What I intend to do is get to the bit there, the bit that's close in, and possibly spin around. Hopefully I can finish that line on an up, and then I can do that bit up the top there, the little tick bit up the top there, first, and then spin around and come back, come and go do an outline, because it looks like there's enough space on that side to be able to make my turns if I do a quick headland of that very edge. This smile on my face lets me know that you need me. So guys, when they finally, when Twitch finally has the streamers encoding their own outputs, the thing is you'll be able to output what you want. So if you want to output 4K or whatever, it'll be up to you, because your computer's doing the work to encode it. I won't be going that far. I don't see the need to go that far. 1080 is far enough up for me. And for you guys watching that are on tablet or phone or whatever, you know, if you're out and about, you struggle to get enough signal to input 1080. I mean, I know for certain when I'm out and about, say watching Average or some of the other streamers, I struggle to get 480 when I'm moving around. That's why sometimes when I'm trying to input into a conversation, some of my answers are delayed by about a minute. You know, the conversation's already come, gone, moved on, and gone on to the next, and maybe the next after that. By the time I get an answer, and I post it, and you guys can see my answer. But it is what it is. Don't forget, guys, if you are a member of Amazon Prime, you can get 1 free sub per month if you've connected your Amazon Prime with your Twitch account. Yeah, you can get 1 free sub to your favorite streamer a month. Hopefully you choose me. It has to be manually reactivated every month. So for us in this household, what we do is the wife uses it for me, so I kind of get guaranteed 1 sub per month. So yeah, we're getting closer to that bit of land over there which we're going to have to drive round or whatever to it. I'm hoping, like I say, we get closest to it on an upstroke so I can do that bit there, kind of what that we're looking at in the distance. Do that little bit and then come back and do the other bit. Couple of messages in chat, guys. One about simulator radio that we're listening to at the moment. It's an auto DJ at the moment, but when there is a live DJ, they give it the time for absolutely free. And if you can, and if you have a free spare bit of change left over, if you'd like to go across to the webpage and donate or click the Patreon button and give what you can, like I say, or monies donated to Simulator Radio only goes towards paying the bills. And the other message in chat, guys, is I am now a partner streamer with Icon City, which means you can get the buttons that I'm currently using now. Well, no, you can't get the VCA part of it, but you can get most of the other bits that I'm using on your Stream Deck Loop Deck. I do use the Gold package for FarmSim, and yeah, you can get that to go on your Stream Deck, which turns it then into a button box, a very good button box. And I mean, I'm not just saying that, I had that before I became a partner, and yeah, you can virtually do anything that you like with that button box with the tools that we use day to day. And even forestry, there's one for pumps and hoses, GPS, yeah, you name it, it's there. Yeah, just use my code at checkout, which is MAD, M-A-D. Get 10% off your purchases. I did notice the other day there was a few deals with some good packs, and I think the gold package was one of them. So yeah, I don't know whether you get the discount for them and streamer discount, but it might tot up, so maybe worth a look, guys. I'll tell you what I was watching yesterday. I know I tend to ramble on, but I'll tell you what I was watching yesterday. I was watching the Average Viking with tuition from a couple of other community members play Flight Sim. And he was driving, you know, he wasn't driving anything. He was flying, or attempting to fly an Airbus A300, I think it was. And the amount of time it takes you to get in the air with your start from code sequence and all that lot was, yeah, it was not stupid, because obviously that's what your flight crew would normally do, but I think there could be or should be a beginner's thing with that, where, you know, if you didn't want that to be so intense, you could just go switch the plane on, let's fly, just to get you used to handling the plane, because obviously, you know, that took him 45 minutes to an hour just to get pushback, and then obviously flight time, and then landing, which he did very, very well with, because well, I say he didn't. The ILS system, the automatic system, which brings you into land, kind of messed up a little bit. And he brought it in manually, which he, like I say, he did very, very well with, and touched it down perfectly. But yeah, I think there should be a sort of beginner session on that, so you could just, like I say, start the plane up and fly it, get used to how big the plane is, how responsive it may or may not be, how to bring it down, get all that sorted, and then once you get used to all that aspect of it, then go into, right, let's do a code start, turn this on, turn that on, come off of the battery power, do this, do that. I mean, I took a bit of it in, but not that much of what was going on there. It was a lot. I mean, you know, but fun to watch. I say fun to watch. Once he was in the air, fun to watch. Because obviously you get to look out the window, you know, all the scenery. I mean, he was using the autopilot, so he was just doing air. You know, you still. I think you still have to do air speeds and height and stuff. Which the guys instructed him missed a few of the changes that he had to do, which is why he had to. In the end, he just took over the autopilot and landed it himself. But yeah, like I say, it's a big learning curve. A big learning curve, and he did well. Update on my ATS problem that I have is still ongoing. So if you weren't here yesterday at the beginning of the stream, when I tried to stream ATS, basically what was happening is when I got into the truck, my gear shifter wasn't being recognized. And yet, from the software that I have for it, it works. When I go into the game, I can set the gears in-game. So it's working in-game. But as soon as I jump into the truck, I get nothing. And I don't know what's wrong. And I can change what gearboxes I'm using. So I can change from, say, the normal range splitter into Scania, into Volvo. There's like loads of settings for gearboxes. And nothing works. I say nothing works. When I jump back into the truck, nothing works. So I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. And it's happening in ATS and ETS. So it's the same issue. I'm not sure whether there's been an update and they fucked something up with the trucks, but I don't know. It's stomped me at the moment. And to be honest, when I did a restart last night, I said to the guys, like, I need to restart on my computer. And what I did was I unplugged from the computer my gear shifter and restarted the computer. But when I went back onto the game, it didn't work, and I was so pissed off that I just went to bed. I switched the computer off and went to bed. It pissed me right off. So until I get that sorted, guys, I'll be driving in automatic mode, which is really going to piss me off. Knowing me, knowing you, So, Mr. Handy's on. The farm manager has arrived. Not sure if he's jumping straight onto that contract on field 19. He's driving a case. I don't know where he's going with it. That's the thing with this new thing. I say new thing, kind of new thing to us with this farm, is you can see, just above the map, you can see once somebody jumps into a vehicle, you can see exactly what they're doing. So at the moment, I can see, you know, Handy, the farm manager, is doing 0 mile an hour. He's got 94% diesel. Says his name, what tractor he's in. If he's got a trailer on the back, it will say how much of a load he's got. Clever stuff. You know, like with mine at the moment, mine says field 15 mile an hour, diesel at 85%, field 30, says my name and then what tractor I'm in. Clever stuff. Like I say, guys, we're going to end this contract. We're going to keep it here to the end because, you know, I did say we might swap at Q2, but we're virtually done. So we're just going to stay into the end. Because of the big fields on this farm, this might happen quite a lot where we only basically do one field. Oh, he's picking something up. Oh, hey. Oh, are you feeding animals, Mr. Handy? Oh, look what he's doing. So there he is. I think he might be feeding animals. Maybe sheep. On my last farm, we just fed sheep with grass. It was fucking easier. So you just cut the grass and Bosch just feed it to them. They did a right. So that's what we're hoping. See those trees that are close to us now? Comes closer to us and then goes away as far as when it goes down that way. I'm hoping that we get really close to that on an upstroke so we can do that bit there. Because that wouldn't take us very long to clear. And then we can do like a kind of headland on that little bow bit. And yeah, get her done. So like I say, waste time going to do that potato contract now. We'll just get this one done. So where's Handy gone? So he's gone over to the cows, so he's feeding cows with it. So it looks like we're feeding the cows with hay, so we're not going to be bothering making TMR for the minute. Mr. Fatnuts, good morning, how we doing, dude? Right, let's see how these are going to go today. Kind of okay, they're still a bit dinky. Awake is as good as I can get right now. GG's. I'm still a bit achy when I sit in the seat too much. I don't know how that's going to translate. Maybe next week when I go back to work. I haven't told work yet that I'm coming back. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Walking around, I'm fine now. If I stand up too long, it gets a bit achy. But yeah, it's the thing. Guys, big shout out to Dark Star Simulation, and we shall show you why in a second. So we'll make the turn, guys, and we'll show you what Dark Star Simulation has done for us. I mean, you can see part of it now. My camera outlay or overlay, outlay, whatever. He did that for us. And we shall show you the rest in a second once we make the turn. The start screen, end screen that he did for us is basically the same, except it says starting and ending, so we don't need to show you both of them, we'll just show you one. And be right back screen that he did for us as well. Right, we can show you now. So I'm not starting again, guys, I'm just going to show you what he did. So there's the start screen. Isn't it good? And the end screen's exactly the same, except it says ending ending soon or something. Or, yeah. But to be honest, we'll quickly show you. So yeah, there you go. Stream ending. It's basically exactly the same. And as you can see, I've told him to put his name on it, so it does say powered by Darkstar Simulation Designs. And be right back screen, guys. You will see the clips on it, but yeah. So the clips and chat box over to one side. My transitions are a little off at the moment. I need to just alter the delay timings of it switching, which is very, very easy. That'll take me about a half a second maybe to do, but slightly longer because obviously I need to get the box up and change the setting. But it's a very easy thing to do. So yeah, so we got new all that powered by Darkstar Simulation Designs, and you can contact him through. I don't know whether he's got his own Discord, but you can contact him through the SOAG Discord if you got something that you want him to work on. He also did the jingle for my simulator radio thing. Very talented gentleman. Right, so it looks like we may get our wish here and get really, really close to that side there where it bows out. In fact, I think on the next up anyway, we'll go and do that little tick bit and just get her done. I have offered him something, but he hasn't answered me for his work, because I think he should get something. But yeah, anybody else is going to charge? Or, you know. You can kiss his ass, or other such payments are available, I'm sure. And I did last night go and get some brand new emotes for the chat. So all the devils are gone. The only devil thing in the channel at the moment is my logo, which maybe I'm thinking about changing it, but I don't know what I want. I really, really don't know what I want. I'm indecisive of what I want. Fabro, thank you very much. Are you not entertained? So anybody else see the Twitch live yesterday? I mean, I know we're not really supposed to talk about it too much, but thank you for the purple. What are my thoughts about it? It is what it is. I mean, it's not going to take effect till June anyway, apparently. Part of their excuse was not good enough, in my opinion, but it is my opinion. The new sub amount that you guys pay, or we pay towards other channels, So in June, they're going up £1 per sub. Depending where you are in the world. Let's wait for the break to come back. So, yeah, so the UK price for per sub is going up by £1 per sub. That's good for us content. It kind of is, kind of isn't, mate, in a way, you know. So it's good for us because obviously we get slightly more. We get 50p more per sub. The price per Prime sub is going up. What we get. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it because the wording that they used is that you might have to pay something extra on top of the free Prime sub to be able to use it. I don't know what they were getting at by that. I really don't. So for people that use Prime subs because they can't afford to pay for real subs, they may have to start paying like something towards it. Charles, how you doing, my man? Hope you're good. Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work, but according to what I was reading while the guy was being interviewed, is, you know, they may have to pay like a subsidy towards their Prime sub. I don't know whether that's whether I read it right or not, but that might be a thing. It may not be a thing, but like I say, it may be a thing. So I'm just going to do this bit, guys, and then we're going to carry on with the ups and downs all the way then, I hope. We may have to do a headland of that bit beside the trees just so that we can make the turns, but that's no big deal. Not with this baby. I mean, it is very, very easy to use this this case with this big cultivator. That won't be fair. I pay Amazon Prime already. Having that Prime sub is part of a perk. Yeah. That's what a lot of people were saying, mate. That's what a lot of people were saying. But, you know, the write-up of it suggests that there may be a small cash payment as well as your Prime sub. It may be the fact that I read it wrong, or they might implement it some other way. But yeah, that's the way that the write-up that they had in the interview made it look. Some countries are going to hit more than we are to equalize what people pay per country. I think this is my insight of it. I think why they're doing it is they want people to buy this turbo, and I'm not sure how much we get as content creators out of the turbo. I haven't read into it. Thor95, thank you very much for your follow, my dude. Welcome into the funhouse. So, couple more passes. Should be right. We'll do up to that thin bit. About there, what do you reckon? Oh, it wasn't too bad, was it? Managed to turn that okay. I mean, I possibly could just start the ups and downs kind of I need to get to about there. So yeah, one more pass maybe. Missed my line. Bollocks. Watch that tree. That turn should be right there. That should straighten up in time. I'm hoping. Yeah, we're right. That line there. Yeah, that'd be alright to go up and down with, I think. Okay. At least that top bit's done now. There we go. Got to get back on. Yeah, so some people are going to get, some countries are going to get hit more than others on this fare increase. I'm talking buses, and this sub increase prices. As far as I can tell by what he was saying. To be honest, the guy that was being interviewed probably shouldn't have done the interview, if I'm fair. He wasn't great at getting out his words to explain why the increases were coming. Because if you go by what he was saying... Gavin B, thank you very much for your follow, my dude. Welcome in. I'll wait till this finishes. Because you want to hear this, it's funny. So, by what he was saying on yesterday's interview, don't know whether you can watch the playback of it, but basically what he was saying, part of why they're increasing the prices is because we, or you as viewers, want to use more emotes. And by paying more, they will allow us to have more emotes. What? What? But like I say, I think they want people to use turbo more. That's my insight of it. Because with it being $4.99 when they finally put it up in June, I think it is. I think the date outlines were for June, the increase. They're pushing people towards turbo if you have, say, 3 or more subs to people. So I think that's the way they're going. I think they think, or their statistics, I can't fucking say the word, are showing them that not a lot of people are using turbo at the moment. That sub to more than 3 people. So yeah, that's the way I think they're going. I think they're pushing people towards turbo. Minute 09 gaming. Rating with 14. Thank you very much, my dude. Welcome in, dude. How we doing? The only thing that's missing off of that Lumia raid, which I have to add to it, is yeah, a proper shout out so you can see where minute is. Thank you, Chucky. And Chucky, welcome in. It is. So there's enough room to turn. Fuck me, that was loud. Hiya, Crofty. Jesus. It doesn't help that I use the same kind of earphones kind of things that Average does, and they go right inside your ears, and they really do sound loud. You may have been merry. Okay. Was that the apple sours day, like later on? Jeez. One of them. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you very much, Minute 09 Gaming. So we were just going through the chat about the update to your sub payments, what I think about them and stuff. We'll see what happens when it happens. It was at a party night. One of my viewers who was with me a long time. And as Chucky's put into the chat, guys, if you want to be part of any of our community farms, I think we have 3 at the moment, please come to the SOAG Discord, the Sunway Glitch Gamers Discord, go into the farming section and ask to be part of the community farm. So there's this one, there's OldTimers ×4 USA. I think Rex has still got his up, which is Elm Creek by Stevie, and I think Dazzle still has his up, and I'm not sure which farm his is. It was Yukon, but there was a problem with mods and G-Portal and stuff. More the mods than G-Portal though, and I think he moved on to another map. So there is 3. And once again, guys, big shout out today to Dark Star Simulation for my new scenes and my new camera overlay. The guy is absolutely fucking amazing. And yeah, big respect, dude. Today in my stream is your day, dude. Guys, special shout out there to Darkstar Simulation. If you're not part of his community, please click that heart in chat right now. Go over and show the man some love. I'll show you the reason why in a minute, guys. Some of the people that were in here already have already seen everything, but I shall show you again. I mean, part of what he did is my camera overlay, not the picture behind or me, of course. But the background to that's got the kind of laser light going around with my name on it. He did that for me, and he also did my start and ending screens and my be right back screen, which now there's some more people in. I shall let you know. I'll let you see it. So let's just make the turn. I'll brake, and we shall show you because. So let's hit the brake. So the start screen, ending screen is basically the same, so I don't need to show you both of them. So this is my new start screen, guys. It's sort of a disco-y party kind of vibe, as you can see going on. Powered by Darkstar Simulation Designs. Told you the guy was awesome. Bosh. The ending screen is the same. It just says ending soon on it. But similar vibe. And be right back screen. Again, has the clips on it. Has the chat screen on it. Background virtually the same. Yeah, that was Darkstar Simulation. He did all that, designed all that. I had to, of course, along with that, I had to get some more emotes, which I had to pay for. So there's some new emotes. There's some new sub emotes. Well, I say sub emotes, sub badges. Kept the bit badges I thought they went with what I already had. So yeah, redesign. The only thing that's not been redesigned yet is when somebody does follow, there's a little tick that comes up in the alert box. I haven't yet changed that yet. Kind of thinking about. To be honest, I don't know what I want there. That's the trouble. I don't know what I want to go with what I have. And then of course my logo. I think that has to change now. I mean, it won't change that much, but it'll be enough to change to go with everything I have. Right, that's that contract done, guys. In great timing, so we can take this back to the farm, get it washed, and yeah, we can take this back to the farm, get her washed, and put her away. Yes, guys, I do have a merch store, and we can show you some of the merch, in fact, if I can get to it. So this is my baseball cap, guys. It's a trucker's helmet with the, can I get this right? My logo on, this the Son of a Glitch Discos logo on as well. It's the trucker's hat. It was, with the 2 logos on, it was £12. Yeah. I mean, they don't like doing the Son of a Glitch logo. But, yeah, you can put it in as a one-time thing. Darkstar did very well. Guys amazing. Guys fucking out of the park, amazing. And he kind of did it as a favor, but yeah, I have offered him something for his time, and yeah, he has, you know, he wanted to play with his software as well, but you can get him to do stuff for you, and obviously you can arrange that between yourselves. But yeah, the guy's amazing. And like I say, today is Darkstar's day. So we need to find our way back to the farm, and I think we've come on the wrong road. Unless we go straight down and then left. I think there's a way that way. We can get back to the farm. What we do need to do is accept the payment for that contract. Collect that. Getting the money back, to be honest, I don't know where the money went. I mean, we did have nearly 2 million yesterday. I'll find out at some point. You're going off to lurk. You're not doing school run. It's too late for that. Cut across here. Hang on a minute. I may have just gone the wrong way. No, down the next one. It's fine. We'll give these implements a wash, and then we'll go, and with the rest of the time we have, see how much of that potato contract we can finish off. I mean, do more downloads. Did Xeno manage to get your PC running properly? Or give you some suggestions of how to get PC running right? I'm presuming so if you're downloading. I mean, if you did, groovy, we shall see you streaming soon. No rush, though. Guys, just a quick mention. Loopy has put in our Discord about the lady streamers in our community doing a mother trucking kind of Saturday or whenever it is kind of deal, in opposed to it being Ladies' Day, or National Women's Day, sorry. So look out for that. And it's all for charity. So there you go, 8th of March, can't wait. Chucky is one of the streamers, lady streamers involved. But guys, don't panic, we can get involved, we can be in the convoys. We just can't be involved in the streamers. Yeah. So make sure you're there and look out for the dono button. And again, don't make yourself short, but if you can give something towards the cause, would be much appreciated. I don't know what the charity is, but I assume there is one. I mean, I do have a dress. Dude, I never doubted you for a second. Right, let's try and part this away. I'll be joining, just not streaming. There we go. You gotta love the quad track for being able to park stuff. You really do. Let's park this up properly. Guys, anybody having a shout out in my channel is worth checking out. So please, please, please show the love. Go check them out. Scotty is Ace. Hi, how you doing? First time chat. I'm sure you've been in before. But like I say, guys, anybody coming in is yeah, worth going to check out, guys. You never know, you may just find your next favorite streamer. No, I don't want to do that. That's not harvesting, is it? Why aren't you harvesting? Isn't that down? I think we're harvesting now. No? Why aren't we harvesting? It's on. Okay. She's like, okay, I'm done. Now I'm lurking. All right, all right. Yeah. Now we're going. Are we getting all the 3 lines yet? Cool. Although there's a 4th. Let's just reverse and get that. There we go. Slow going this, but hey. So it gave us a shitty little tractor and trailer to do the pickup with, but I swapped that for our truck. Why? Because it owed damn sight more. And whoever's up here doing this contract can be able to concentrate on the harvesting more. Morning, Average. How are we doing, my dude? Hope you're feeling slightly better than yesterday. Bum, 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 bum. To be honest, today's been a good stream. I've barely noticed that I've been streaming for 2 hours 40 already. Yeah, it's been a good day. All good this morning? Does that mean it's all good, or you've dosed up on Lemsips? Which has kind of been your lifesaver this week. If you're wondering what I'm going to be doing after 11 o'clock, after I raid out, probably into the Average Viking, I'm not sure what he's going to be playing today. It may be out of ore, it may be farming. Yeah. We did miss some potatoes there. I'll grab them later. For those guys that were in VC last night expected me to come back when I did a restart, the reason for the restart was I looked on a forum and somebody suggested to restart my PC without the shifter plugged in and it should come back and work. It didn't work. I was so pissed off, I just shut the computer down. So those guys that wasn't in here yesterday, basically what was happening was in ATS and ETS, in my settings and everything else, I was getting feedback which for my gear stick being in gear, but for everything else, or sorry, whenever I jumped into a truck on Eurotrack or ATS or whatever, gear selection was 0. So in the settings, I could choose gear. I could set the settings for the gear. I could do everything with it, except when I jump into the truck, nothing. And it pissed me off so much, I just switched my computer off. I was annoyed. In fact, I kind of just told the wife to shut her face and I went to bed. That's how pissed off I was. And it wasn't even her fault. And it's not your fault. And like I say, I do apologise. But this morning I've woke up and I'm in a good mood, and it's, like I say, it's Dark Star's day to me. Dark Star's been absolutely amazing. And guys, if you want him to do something to you, or for you, not to you, contact him via his Discord or our Discord. Not sure if he's actually got a Discord, but you could always come into the SOAG Discord and contact him that way. He'll be around. He works IRL, so messages might take a little time to go backwards and forwards. So what am I going to be doing for the rest of my day? I intend to quickly jump off, have a bite to eat, and then if there's a space on Simulator Radio, I plan to go on and do a set. And after that, I have no idea. I do have to contact work at some point and tell them that I'll be back Sunday. I haven't quite done it yet. Thing is that, like, sometimes you wake up and you go, oh, can't feel it anymore. I must be better. And then you go move slightly and you go, ooh, yeah, okay, maybe not so much. Oh, no, 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 no. You and me got a whole lot of history. There we go, we're back on it. If we can, what we're going to do after we do this line is we're going to pick up that line over there. And yeah, because the last few times we've been up and down, even though I did go and do that cultivating contract, it's been pissing us off looking at it. That's getting rather hot now. So that's my merch, guys, that hat. I have still got a t-shirt from when I used to be doing a lot of Forza. It's got my logo on it with Forza on it. That's about 6 years old and it still fits. So good quality stuff. And the only thing wrong with it now is that because it's so old and it's printed, it's faded a little bit. But for some reason, the merch store doesn't like the Son of a Glitch logo. But, like I found out, you can just put it on your design manually. So anything I need it on, I'll just whack it on manually. Like, maybe for next year, if the opportunity comes for me to go to what the guys went to. Oh shit, 100%. Right, we're going to take this over to the truck. Get that line, go back into the lines. I should pick that up and turn that off. Let me go faster. So the idea is, yeah, to get something for that, maybe if I go to that, or if I can go to that. But definitely, not sure when next year's, because I know that the guys want to meet up and have like maybe a weekend away with each other. So, because I know we were planning to meet up at Skeggy this year, but that kind of fell through because it was a bit soon. So I don't know if we're planning to meet up the next year for, I don't know, maybe the 80s. What do you think, average? The 80s thing, which is June next year, and then obviously people can save up for it and stuff. I think it's June. Was it 13th to the 16th or something like that? You can already book it and stuff. I mean, because I was looking at it. The reason I mentioned it because I was looking at it last night, and is that down? And yeah, advanced booking is quite cheap. Well, I say quite cheap. For two of us, it's still going to be about £1,000 for the weekend. But that's with meals included. I'm not sure how dear or whatever the meals are in Skaggy Butlins anyway. But that was with their meal package. Their meal package was like well, the gold one was £105 a person. Which wasn't too bad, considering that it's basically unlimited food and unlimited tea and coffee. You just had certain restaurants that you had to get it from. I just have to get the wife interested in it because obviously during the, I don't know whether it's the disco or so. No, it's live performances because there's a live performance in there because I forget who was there this year. So we'll get as much as this done before 11 o'clock and then we'll go right out. We may have to leave a bit. I mean, it wasn't even my contract to do. I just carried on and did it, or did part of it, or whatever. You know what I mean. I mean, Skeggy is a bit far off for me, really, but I'd be prepared to go up there for a weekend. I mean, I'd have to have a week off, or maybe 2 weeks off, to be able to do it. Or a long weekend. Well, to be honest, if it falls on one of my long weekends, that'd be great. But obviously, I can't plan that far ahead with my roster that I work on. To have a weekend off. Might be able to just about get online here by going this close side of the tree. We're going to try for it anyway. Alright, just missed the tree with the back. Get online there. Right, we could do it. The line's been shown though. We get on it. I think we got on it. Oop. It doesn't look like we did get on it. We went a bit squiffy then. Unless we did get on it and it changed the freaking lines. Nah, probably didn't activate. It didn't activate. It is now activated now because it's blue. A bit of a beast of a trailer this. It takes a lot to turn it. I mean, I'm basically rubbing, and that doesn't help either. The fact that the AI just crashed right into me. You know, I was there first, it just crashed right into me. I'm quiet this morning, struggling to keep awake. Do I really want to know about it? And I can't move. You know, I'm trying to straighten up, but I can't move. You're tired? Aww. Come on. Don't move, silly stupid AI freaking stupid thing. That's possibly my fault then. What? Did he move? Oh, come on. I'm not even hitting him. There we go. We're off him. Fucking hell. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, I said. There we go. That's better. We're good. That in. Good morning, guys. If you've not already been in the channel for a little while, good morning, good morning. How are we doing? You're watching Mad Matt. I play simulation games mainly. So farm sim, truck sims, construction sim, bus sim, although we haven't played construction or bus sim for a little while now. Snow Runner. We were playing that yesterday. Oh, I missed the little aisle again. Oh, hello, hello. We've been topping shit off and not picking it up. I don't know how long we were doing that for. we shall have to start that lane again. And guys, post in chat, we are now a partner streamer with Icon City. So if you've got a Stream Deck, Loop Deck, pop along to the website, guys, and put my code into the checkout to get 10% off your purchases. Which is MAD, all caps, MAD. I do need to space those out. Might do them, I don't know, 45 minutes, 1 hourly maybe. They'll join up at some point, but... Right, where did... Hang on a minute. Let's just pick up... No, not do that, you idiot. Let's just pick up that little bit there a second. Is it down or up? Oh, it's down now. Let's just pick up that little bit there. And then we'll go and see how far down I actually missed. I didn't realise I was at 100% because I'm a dick. I didn't even look. Oh, it's quite far too, shit. Yeah, it is quite far. Yeah, there. Alright. Alright, about there, I think. There you go. Hopefully it's taken all 3 lines. Let's see if I'm on it yet. Yeah. Alright, there was 3 lines here. Yeah, it's getting it. Good, good. We're back on it. That was just my brother-in-law. He's also my operations manager. Trouble is, I never know whether he's contacting me work-wise or contacting me for him. So I always answer him as if he's contacting me for work, because he always messages me through his private number. So I don't need to contact work anymore. It's all done. So, yeah, so give it an hour or 2 and I'll have to see what they've given me for next week. Hopefully something easy. A route that with not too many bumps in it, that'd be nice. Right, well, I'm going to have to go around the tree this time. Keep an eye on the time as well, because I could do with something to eat. And then, like I say, I'm going to go on the radio while Average is live. Like I say, not sure what he's doing today. What are you doing today, Average? Are you farming, or are you... how easy is it to fix... How is... I didn't. I had to put it on automatic. Yeah, that annoyed me yesterday. So yeah, I haven't fixed it. You're farming today. I'll see you on in a minute. Cool beans. Thank you. So guys, Average will be back on the community farm today, so don't forget. Can you fix it? I don't know, mate. I've tried all sorts of forum ideas and none of it's worked. It's an in-game thing, because like I say, I get through the Thrustmaster gear stick software, they're all working. Then you go into the game itself and you can set each gear, so that's working on that part. But when I jump into a truck, nothing. You know? Same with the clutch. Clutch works fine. And then, like I say, when you get into the truck, doesn't want to put in gear. But so, at the moment, what I've been doing is I've been just setting my settings on automatic, realistic automatic. And so I can drive now. I can drive the trucks now, but it's going to be, well, it is boring. And Well, for me anyway, it's boring in automatic because I've been so used to manually changing gear up and down, and using my gears to brake. So basically, when I come up to a junction or whatever, ETS or ATS, what I do is I'd look ahead, obviously, a couple of 100 yards away from the junction, whack it down a gear, tap the brake 3 or 4 times. If I think, oh, I'm still going a little bit fast, whack it down another gear, tap the brake another couple of times, because the thing that I want in ETS isn't there yet, which is torque gear changes. So what do I mean by that? You know, if you have a manual car, some of you do still have manual cars, some of you don't. Next time you change down gear, don't use the throttle. So when you go from 4th to 3rd, don't hit the throttle and see what happens. What should happen is the engine and gearbox should take over, and you should receive some sort of brake kind of feeling. So you'll change from 4th to 3rd, and what should happen is you go like that. That's what should happen. That doesn't happen in game, and that's what I wish they put in, and in trucks more so. But the way I combat that is I change gear and I just tap the brake a couple of times, and it seems to do the trick of the same thing, but not quite. So I kind of miss not changing gear a lot. But like I say, I can change it to automatic now, and on a couple of profiles, that's what I've done just so I can track a little bit. But yeah, I haven't got a fix for it yet. I just hope at some point maybe it'll just come back. That's the one thing I'm excited about. Upgrade my steering setup to. Crofty, what have you currently got? Don't mind me asking. You're going to say a Logitech G29, aren't you? And in truth, if that's the case, unless you're going racing, you do not need any more than what you have, in truth. So the lowest I would go, Thrustmaster Tax Force Feedback, TMX. So you've got the one underneath what I have and Average has. So the TMX version is the Xbox version of the T300. The only thing that's lessened on it is the force feedback itself, but it's a good wheel combination. What upgrade were you thinking of? I'm being very nosy now because I'm thinking about upgrading my wheel, but it's not needed. I mean, really not needed. I just want to upgrade it for upgrade's sakes. Again, wife's like, no, you fucking ain't. I'm like, fucking yeah, I am. If we get enough money to, I'm upgrading my wheel. But I do not need anything more than what I have for what I do. So for farming, for trucking, I do not need anything more than my Thrustmaster. It's just a quality of life thing that I want to try. I want to change the pedals to add a clutch and shifter. Yeah, so basically all you really need is the three pedal setup and obviously the shifter, which it wouldn't matter, you can get and add it onto yours. And I'm sure you're going to say that in some areas the upgrade, if you can get all three, is less price, and you'd be quite right. If you can find a deal with all three, do it. You know, if you can find a T300 with triple setup and the THAA gear stick, do it. You know. But if you're short of some pennies, just get the pedals and the shifter. Plan is whichever way is cheaper. Yeah. So for me, mostly one item at a time. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't think you need to upgrade the wheel. The wheel's all you will ever need for farm sim and truck sim. To me, the TMX wheel, although I think it's a 2 nanometer, something like that. I'm not quite sure what the specs is. I think it's 2 nanometer, whereas the T300's a 3.5 nanometer on the 4-speed back power. Somebody will correct me on that, probably. That's what I think it is, anyway. I love my wheel, wouldn't change it. You're used to it. Yeah, to be honest, the difference between the TMX and the T300 are basically the same. It's just the symbols for PlayStation and Xbox. That's it. Otherwise, basically, the outsides are the same. And the THAA gear stick will work with it. You'd have to get a conversion box for that, and some of them don't work, Viper. Unless you plug them in separately, and then it's getting the computer to recognize the pedals in the shifter. Oh, you've got the G29. See, it's good. That's good enough. I mean, I started out with the G920 pedals and shifter, but to me, there wasn't quite enough feeling in it for some of the stuff that I was playing. Farm sim, truck sim, especially truck sim. There wasn't quite enough feeling, and I didn't like the cogs. I know the motors are the same in the G29 920. I didn't like the cogs, so when you went over a railway track, you had the cogs whacking each other, and I didn't like the sound of it. So you had, you went over and you had no, I didn't like that. Whereas this, you can yes, you can hear the bell on your return spring, but it's not as loud. You know, if I have the money to do it, I'm planning to go Moser direct drive. Why? A, because I want to. B, I want an uprated steering wheel. So there's a steering wheel that Moser do that has 2 thumbsticks on, and I want to see whether those thumbsticks work in SnowRunner. Why am I going? It looked like I was going diagonally into the crop then. Yeah, I want to see if the thumbsticks will work the crane in SnowRunner. If they do, I won't need my controller so much. I'll still need it for stuff like Call of the Wild and stuff like that. But in terms of playing SnowRunner, I won't need anything else. I've got my Icon City buttons, which I can change gear with for SnowRunner, and if I've got thumbsticks on the steering wheel, which will work the crane, I can drive the truck. I can move the view around with 1 thumbstick, and I can go into crane mode and use the crane with the 2 thumbsticks, and I wouldn't need a controller. So that's my plan of moving forward. So I wouldn't need the power from the motor of a direct drive, even though it'd be kind of nice, and the extra force on the pedals, which I don't really need either. I think the pedals for the T300 GTRS is absolutely brilliant for what I do. But if the opportunity to upgrade is there, then of course I'm going to do it. And to be honest, all the gear that I want from Moser is all in my wish list. So yeah, which is in my about section. I mean, there's a Stream Deck Plus in there, which I'm not sure I want. It'd be nice, but do I need it? No. It's just a thing. I've thought about it. I don't really need it. If I'm totally honest. It was just a cosmetic thing that, to be honest, what I'd like more, even though I don't really need this either, is I'd like a new microphone. And the one that I like the look of is again Elgato, but it's the XLR one that Dazzle's got. Which means I would need the Wave XLR knob, and then that's all I need. So all you need for an XLR with Elgato is the microphone, that knob, and the Wave software, and it works brilliantly. And most of my shit is already in the Wave software anyway, so it wouldn't be too much of a change for me. It's just getting the microphone, getting the XLR lead, and that the knob thing, and it'd be all good. So yeah, that I'd like that more than the XLR, the Wave Plus, or the Stream Deck Plus. Reason being is I already have 2 Stream Deck kind of configurations that I have. So I have the 32 button as a button box. That's all it's for. That's all I use for it. Is it's a button box, and I do shout outs with it and raids. That's all I use it for. And I have my tablet as a 64 button Stream Deck. It's an old iPad tablet, and that's got 64 buttons on, and that controls my stream. So whenever I want to do this, it's all done by my tablet. Mute Discord, job reset, YouTube, shout out, welcome. It's all done on my tablet. Merch. I have to redo my sub hype thing, because obviously with my emotes changing, that's the emotes have changed. Come on, traffic. Right, we'll go into the other field in turn, I think. More sensible. Although we are at 100%, so we can do this instead. Put that up. Not sure how much we missed again. We'll have to have a look. How much did we miss? Don't think we missed the thing. I think we got lucky. I think we got very lucky there. I think, yeah, I think we got very lucky then. I don't think we missed the thing. But yeah, that's as far as we get the upgrades that I'd like. Obviously, the upgrade that the wife's planned for me is to upgrade my PC at some point, and she was going to have mine, and I'd have hers for a streaming PC, which I thought was a good deal, because she said I could build another PC to specs that I wanted to do, which means upgrades for me. Yeah, it would mean upgrades for me. Let's turn that on. Make sure you're down. Yep, right, there we go. Yeah, which would mean upgrades for me. So I've been thinking about going to AMD, I think it's the 7800 3DX, some shit like that as a processor. It'll be the next RAM on, but 64 megs of that. New cooling system. 2 gigs of memory, same as I got now. I don't feel I need any more. And a 4070 Ti, I think. Was it 4070 Ti? I planned for it, but depends what's available for the same money at the time I need it. You never know. 5070 might be the thing. So I don't think I'm going to finish this job, guys, before I disappear, have a quick bite to eat, and get on the radio. So I know Average is still kind of listening, so one of you guys might have to jump on this job. In a minute. If not, just leave it. I'll get her done later. What the fuck's going on upstairs? I can just hear a load of banging coming from upstairs. They do it all the time now. This fucking pisses me right off. Or like one day you'll come home and they'll be having mad parties and you think, I gotta get up fucking early in the morning, you dick. But you can't do nothing about it until the law says that they have to turn it down. Fucking bunch of dicks. I'm kind of excited about October when we're allowed a new vehicle. Wife's getting pissed off at me talking about it, but it's like I said to her though. I have to get you adapted. Not adapted. That's the wrong word. I have to get you adjusted to the fact that it's coming, and we need to go see it in all sorts of stuff like that. Because we have to make sure you can get in and out and be comfortable. Because although I drive it, it is primarily her car. She has to be comfortable in it. And this one that we have now, 3 months after we got it, she lost a bit of her physicalness. I don't know how to say it. But she wasn't able to get down into it anymore, and we've got quite a tall. It's not tall, it's not SUV. It's in the brochures. It was a small SUV or medium SUV, and yeah, we need kind of a medium, like a taller one, or at least a large. Yeah, exactly. Lost a bit of mobility in her body, so she can no longer. Well, she can on a good day. She can get down into the car, but if she's having a bad day, it takes her a minute or two to get in. Right, guys, I need to finish this line. I'll do the offload of the this, and I'm going to see if Average Viking is on. Not sure. He normally comes on exactly on time, and it will give us an extra 5 minutes to go and have something to eat, and do my radio thing. Right. And we'll line it up back up for the next line, though. We won't be mean. I mean, like I say, hopefully, he's heard me say I'm raiding out and comes on, but otherwise I'll be raiding out and then telling you in 5 minutes, please come back to the Average Viking. Right, I'm just going to line this up for the next line, and then we'll go to the raid page and see who's about. That's groovy. Let's switch that off. Right. Let's go to the raid page. See who's around. I tell you what I'm going to do for your 3 minutes. We'll raid into the guy that I named. This is Dark Stars Day. So we're going to raid into Dark Stars Day, but I'm going to say to you that the Average Viking is going to be on at 11. But we are going to raid into Dark Stars, so you can show your appreciation to the man that did my scenes. So let's go to that and raid into the guy.